Aloha everybody and welcome back to part 6 of Sonic Mania Encore mode. We're still rocking with Mighty and Ray. We're not going to play as the other characters. Don't ask for it.
Who, if you haven't known by now, they have been gone for 24 years, so we are going to keep playing as Mighty and Ray.
That's going to be my end solution argument for any of this. They've been gone for 24 years! Well, that's interesting, but you know what? They've been gone for 24 years! I think some people might have wanted Mighty's ability from Knuckles Chaotix to have come back, because like they had to make it so that every character could get everywhere in that game easily. So like Knuckles has the ability to climb walls, Vector, he climbs walls, and he can kind of like... he almost homing attacks everywhere. I actually really liked Vector in Knuckles Chaotix.
Yeah.
Charmy was broken as hell because he just flew wherever. Espio could run on walls and run on ceilings, which is fun. And so, in order to get Mighty everywhere in that game, you had like this little wall jump ability, kind of like Mega Man X, where you could just kind of like cling to the wall and go up and up and up and up and just keep jumping on the wall in order to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
That's not a thing in Sonic Mania, so you cannot do that with Mighty. And considering how broken he is already, I think that would just be overkill.
I was gonna say, like, imagine how even more invincible Mighty would be if you would do that. If Sega just, like, let you do that.
Uh-huh. Also, I gotta talk about one elephant in the room. Oh god!
Oh no.
That shitty enemy placement. The shitty fireball placement. Here's another special stage ring. But, no, the other elephant in the room is, when this DLC was announced, it's like, okay, we're adding new characters to Sonic Mania. And it's great that it's Ray and Mighty who have been gone for 24 years!
24 years!
But, there is one character who is missing from this equation, and a lot of people were disappointed that that character was not playable, and still, as of 2019, is not playable in Sonic Mania, and I don't know if we're going to be getting another DLC for this game.
I doubt it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I want classic Amy.
Amy Rose!
I said this in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric last year. I remember that I said that I wanted classic Amy to be playable, but they haven't done that.
Yeah.
Shake my head.
It's just like, of all the characters who actually were in tons of games back then, you know, Amy Rose, she was in Sonic CD, she was in Sonic Drift, she was in Sonic the Fighters, she was in plenty of stuff back then, and she had the most drastic redesign, you know? Like, Amy nowadays wears a red frilly dress, she wears 60s go-go boots, she looks like she's came right out of Austin Powers. But back then, in the olden days, Amy Rose had an orange skirt, a pink-colored frilly shirt, you know? And, people wanted her to be playable in Sonic Mania. Where's our favorite lady? Where's Amy? And unfortunately...
They put her in Sonic Mania Adventures.
Yeah, oh, that's... I'm glad you mentioned that, because I haven't mentioned that yet, actually.
Yeah.
So after Sonic Mania came out, and after Forces came out, and in order to hype up Encore mode, they actually released a new animation for Sonic Mania known as Sonic Mania Adventures. And, oh my god, that's one of the best pieces of Sonic media out there right now. Oh, it's so good.
I know! Oh my god, I love Sonic Mania Adventures so much! It is so cute, like, Tyson has and everyone that worked on it, oh my god, great job with that. Like, everyone looks so cute. The animation is awesome. So good.
Also, another example of Mighty having it easy. These stalactites do not hurt him when he jumps, so... Yet again, Mighty, you have it easy. Yet again. But, yeah, I remember every episode of Sonic Mania Adventures had, like, something that was completely GIF-worthy. It was amazing.
Yep, there were so many memes that were made out of that.
Oh my god, it was so good. I still use the one in the first episode where Eggman is like all giddy. Because he's just captured Sonic and he's like hopping back and forth going, you know?
Right.
That's such a good image for Eggman.
I still use the one where it's disappointed Ray, which was in the I want to say it was the 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a close up of Ray doing like this, like he's squinting his eyes and he's just like, like extreme close up of that. I'll use on Twitter all the time.
Yeah. And that was fun because we got to see like fun animations of like Mighty and Ray, who I'd never really seen animated that much in 24 years.
24 years.
The great thing about this meme is that it's going to be outdated in a year, because then people to next year are going to have to say, in 25 years! And then the next year after that, in 26 years!
And the next year after that, in 27 years!
Yeah! But it was just fun seeing that. My favorite gag was, like, because Mighty's supposed to be, like, really strong, him and Ray are going to do, like, a fist bump. And then, like, Mighty is so strong that he ends up, like, knocking Ray off screen. And then he's like, oh god, what did I do?
I know.
Just unbelievably cute without any dialogue whatsoever. No dialogue in these cartoons at all. And, it just made me wish for, like, more Sonic media like that, you know? You know what I want? You know what I thought about in the last episode with Amy? When she goes to his base and she returns Metal Sonic to him, he's wearing, like, his pajamas from the Sonic Jam cartoon Man of the Year.
Yes. From that one Man of the Year short, I think it was.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Sonic Jam had this little cartoon called Man of the Year. And in it, Dr. Eggman is fed up with all the fame that Sonic is getting. Like, he's getting all these accolades in the news. Everybody loves Sonic. So he decides to dress up as Sonic and put rollerblades on his feet. And he zips around town, he draws marker on people, and he, like, does all this mischief, and then Sonic gets blamed at the end, and everyone's, like, pointing at him like, oh, boo, Sonic! We hate Sonic! How dare you, Sonic!
And then at the end it's like, to be continued? Question mark.
Yeah. Never followed up on, ever. Never had a continuation. And it's like, man, get Tyson Hess to make a Man of the Year too. Like, God, let's finish that. After all these years, let's finish that cartoon and let's see how Sonic clears his name. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But still, I missed those era of cartoons, that attitude of Sonic that was just so simple, you know? Simple and fun. Not everything was just...
A thing that I...
Go on.
Oh yeah. Okay, so a thing that I loved about Sonic Mania Adventures was there was no dialogue. Like, it was really expressive in, like, its animation and what the characters were doing and their facial expressions, and I don't see that a lot in cartoons nowadays.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought that was a really cute touch.
Hey folks, we're coming up to the end of Lava Reef 2, and I should mention that they did something pretty neat with Encore mode, which is that, well, you know how it was with Knuckles. Knuckles went on and he took on the Heavy King, Sonic and Tails took on the Heavy Rider, and so they had different bosses. But Encore mode lets you choose which pathway you want to take, and it gives you the choice of which boss you take on in order to get to Metallic Madness. So I can go right, like I am now, and that's where Heavy Rider is. But I'm going to go left instead, and I'm going to go to where Heavy Leader is, and there's no Knuckles wall in my way. I don't need Knuckles to take on the Heavy Leader. I can be Mighty and Ray, or Sonic and Tails. Sonic can take on the Heavy Leader without, like, the debug mode now. So hey.
Yep.
Got all these platforms here, so you know, because, you know, some characters can't glide, so why not?
Or you could have switched to Ray. I'm just saying. Ray has been absent more than Mighty by like a year and a half, so...
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Mighty has been gone for 24 years! Ray has been gone for 26 years!
For 25.5 years!
Unfortunately, we don't get any fun animation thought bubble of like, hey, wait a minute, I've seen this before. God, that's my favorite thing about the Knuckles run. It's so good.
It's so cute.
But yeah, I'm taking on Heavy Leader because, you know, he's the leader. Seems more important. Plus, he's easier.
It's easier to get a hit on him than in the other path.
I just find him infinitely easier than Heavy Rider, because Heavy Rider's always got that ball chain that's swinging all over the place. It's easy to run into that. You have to be really specific with your timing. And Heavy King, he's just hanging there with his big gut, and I just run into it a whole bunch of times, and, oh, okay, there you go. Some leader of the Hard Boiled Heavies.
Love that Sonic 3 callback.
Oh no, we got the bad future.
Look what you did! Now everything's roboticized.
I didn't see any time stones on the way. I'm sorry.
Bad. Bad.
I didn't see any robot generators on the way. I'm sorry.
Now all those animals are like dead.
Actually, you know, I love the Japanese Bad Future Metallic Madness because it actually has lyrics. You know, and it's like Eggman.
Yeah.
It's like Eggman talking to Sonic.
I know.
The big theme of Sonic CD is Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, which the whole point of that theme is like, you can do anything if you try, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Robotnik's lines, his dialogue in the Metallic Madness Bad Future is, you can't do anything, don't even try.
Yeah. Nice. It's a nice foil.
Yeah. I just love that contrast. It's so good. It's so damn good. Otherwise, Sage isn't that different. Again, people watching this, now that we're in part 6 of 7, do you think this is much of a hard mode? Because it's not that much different.
Let us know in the comments.
Tell me how impressed you are by my gameplay, because I haven't died once. Haha.
No, you haven't actually. Damn. You're really good, Clement. Wow. I'm very impressed.
I didn't lose Mighty or Ray once. They stayed alive all the way up to this point, even though I keep running into buzzsaws. Metallic Madness, whether Sonic CD or Mania, is always one of those zones where you're just constantly running into shit. It's just, ugh. Even in the original Sonic CD, it's obnoxious.
Yeah. I love the foreground, background running here. I love how you can switch between them.
Mm-hmm. But now it's time for Sonic 1 boss.
I was so happy they included this boss in the game.
It's cute.
Like, it's honestly one of my favorite, like, Sonic boss battles. Like, it's simple, but, like, I don't know. I just enjoy it.
Could you imagine if Sonic Mania actually did, like, those final bosses where you have no rings again? Because, like, that was a thing with all the classic games. People forget, but, like, with the exception of Sonic CD, where you could get rings in Metallic Madness, which is appropriate for this video, but...
Yes.
Sonic 1, when you're in Final Zone, you have no rings. If any of those energy balls hit you, you're dead. That's it. Sonic 2, you have to take on both Silver Sonic and the Death Egg Robot. No rings. You're dead. Sonic 3, you could potentially get rings going into the final boss fight, but if you died, whenever you respawned, no rings.
Yep.
No rings to collect at all. So, those games were a little hardcore. You actually had to memorize the final boss fight with Eggman pretty well so that you didn't die, because it only took one hit and that was it for you. Just imagine Mania if, like, you know, the Phantom Egg, the final boss of Titanic Monarch,
Yeah.
and you had no rings. And you had no rings. Imagine you went into, like, the portal when you go to all four corners of Titanic Monarch Act 2, and then when you get out of the portal, all of a sudden your rings are gone, and you just have 0 rings. Imagine that.
Ooh, yeah. That would make that fight much harder, especially because of, like, the electrical, like, legs
Yeah.
and how they land. And it's so easy to get a hit on them if you're not careful.
In fact, I feel like that's something they could have easily done for Encore mode. I feel like if this is the harder mode, make Eggman so much worse. Let's go expert mode on this shit.
Expert mode.
Actually, let's go professional hedgehog on this. Yeah?
Professional hedgehog.
That's the trophy you get for not getting hit during Titanic Monarch Act 1. Are you a professional hedgehog, Caro?
No, because for one thing, I'm not a hedgehog. But...
Oh, I forgot, you're a wolf. My bad.
Yeah, I'm a wolf. According to Sonic Forces. Yes, my character in Sonic Forces is a wolf. She is very cute.
You may have seen her in the Forces playthrough.
Oh, they might have, yes. She's called Lit the Aesthetic.
Lit the Aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And here I am with my lame Clement the Great.
They make a good team, they make a good team.
Yeah, Sonic Forces has turned us all into furries. I don't know what to tell you, Internet. I don't know what to tell you. I am now a cat, Caro is now a wolf. That's just the way that Sonic Forces rolls, okay?
Hey, you gotta embrace what you can't change.
I like how these move so much faster than they did in Sonic CD.
Yeah.
In Sonic CD, they just kind of slowly lowered, and you were just kind of reacting to it. Here, it's like, they tell you which one, where the open space is going to be at the top, and then it's just like, okay, be there now. That's the kind of platforming I like.
I love Tiny, Mighty, and Ray here. This is such a cute section.
Mm-hmm.
And how you can fight Eggman in this form. Oh, it's so cute.
But Clement, Amy Rose is in the game. Oh, I forgot. She's right there. My bad. It's totally the same thing.
Not good enough. Once again, Mighty is omnipotent.
He's God?
Yeah. Have you seen him? Like, he's been unstoppable this entire playthrough. I think he's pretty omnipotent.
All right. Get out of there, Eggman. Get out of there.
I love how he runs out at the end. He's just like, oh, don't mind me. Oh. I love classic Eggman so much.
Oh, he's so good. The sprites they gave him, like even the little touches, like in the Green Hill Death Egg robot fight, like the little sprite stuff of like him smiling and laughing to the camera when he first arrives, and then closing the lid and getting inside. Oh, it's so good. But now, folks, it's time to end this for a second time. We're heading to the final zone. We're heading to Titanic Monarch. So stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion of Encore mode. Till then.